A story, a story.
Let it come, let it go.
When Jesus saw the crowds that had gathered from Galilee, the Decapolis, all Judea, and even beyond the Jordan, he climbed the hillside and he sat down, the posture of a rabbi about to teach. The disciples gathered closest, and he began to teach them, saying, "Blessed, blessed, blessed." 9 times blessed. God's blessings directed precisely at the ones least likely to be considered blessed by the brokers of power and privilege. And he looked at them, all hungry for a living word, and he said, "You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world, called forth to show God's heavenly glory on earth." But then he said, "But don't think that I have come to abolish the law and the prophets, the scriptures of our people. I have not come to rescind one jot, one yod, but to fulfill every word of God's dream. So listen." And with the classic rabbi's delight in turning the text, he said, "You have heard it said, 'Thou shalt not murder.' But I say to you, go to the heart of this text and don't even let your thoughts or your words be murderous or even discourteous. Don't diss your enemy. In fact, if you find yourself at odds with your sibling or your neighbor or anyone, go and make peace with them before rushing to make displays of your generosity." And he went on, saying, "You have heard it said, you have heard it said, 'Thou shalt not.' But I say to you, go to the heart of the law. Don't treat a spouse as a commodity to be discarded on a whim, but someone to be loved with your whole heart. Don't stay just one step the right side of the lines of righteousness, but instead live fully, wholly, completely into the love of God and neighbor, friend and stranger. And let your yes be enough without extravagant promises. Let your no be enough too. You have heard it said you should love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, go to the heart of God's heart and just love. Love justly. Aim for God's perfect love as the yardstick for your own living. This is the gospel of God in Jesus Christ.
Thanks be to God.